a big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. He'll bring it out. It's Godfrey. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Quickly to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
I'll tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Off play action. Using his legs to buy some time. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line.
And how about the awareness by this guy on 3rd down, a scramble play. Everything's breaking down, but he never panics, and also knows exactly where he needs to get to pick up that first down. It's 3rd. I can't slide early. I can't run out of bounds. I'm probably going to have to put my body on the line here and take a big hit and risk that to get this first. That's a big...
Oh, he's got some space. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man. Just he catches the football, and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
And the Warhawks will have it 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll run play action. Finds nothing downfield, flips it out to his running back. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38, and these guys are on the move.
Well, look, I know this guy is not the biggest running back in college football, but boy, is he dangerous, right? He's so shifty. He's hard to bring down. It's a good idea to get him going in the passing game. Put him out in space. Let's see what he can do.
They'll leave it with him. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to pass. Here's the pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. Oh, it's picked off. Taking it the other way. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Penn State! The defense does the work itself with a pick six.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Godfrey. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Quarterback's a little more on target there. Maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
Now, you got to read it quick, right? And he makes a quick decision, gets that thing out of his hand, but make sure your feet are set, and you still got to be accurate, even though you're trying to get rid of that ball so fast.
They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to fire. That's caught. It's Godfrey. He'll get it out to the 25. Not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Evans. Breaks into the open. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
The Warhawks with the 1st and 10. Here's a heat. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Man, Penn State is known for its defense, right? Tough, physical, they can stop the run, and they can get after the quarterback, and they do it from the linebacker position. You think about the legacy this school has had at that spot. This guy right here, he fits into exactly what they want a linebacker to be. The ability to get after the QB is a big part of that.
I love defenses that can mix it up between man and zone, and I love the vision right here by the cornerback, seeing the quarterback the whole way, breaking on the football when that hand separates from the other hand. Nice job getting the deflection. Nice vision by that cornerback.
Coming to the line of scrimmage on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. That's caught. It's Evans. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Now, 4th down.
We've reached a break, and Penn State is on top. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. And the Warhawks will try to pick it up on 4th down. it in. It's Godfrey. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Nice execution by the offense on third down, understanding what they had to do to get the first down, pass complete, move the sticks, new set of downs.
The Warhawks back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Wants to keep it in the air. Quickly out to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
And you can tell they set up the screen action, but how about the ability to adjust, right? I see what the defense is giving me. You gonna leave that open? Okay, I'm gonna take it right now.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll try the run. Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just...
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. They'll give it to the back. Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on second down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
Got it in the middle. It's Allen. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Intercepted. Got room on the return. The 20. Touchdown, Warhawks. The defense gets it done with a huge interception return.
He made that look a lot easier than it is. When you break on a football, you got to see it and go at the perfect angle. The free safety leaves his spot, goes and gets it, and then does the hard part, takes it back to the house for 6.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They go to the ground. At the 35, he's open. Lots of room to run. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. The give to the back. Picks Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake. Here comes the heat. He'll pull it down. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
And the Warhawks will snap it on 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll give it to him again. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
And I tell you what, no secret on this drive. This offense, they're not trying to maintain balance. They're trying to line up and just dot you right in the eyes. 4 straight runs, get the first down, and really starting to play physical.
The Warhawks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. Throwing right. And the timing just a hair off.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught, close to the marker, it's Evans. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Under fire. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Off the bootleg and rolling out. He's looking deep. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
Back-to-back possessions, 2 forced turnovers, 2 interceptions. Defenses are salivating. That gets you excited. I'm the next guy trying to make a big play. I'm bragging about it if I've already got 1 pick. But if I'm the other guys, I'm like, wait a minute. I got to get me 1 too.
Finds his man. It's Allen. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the 1st down.
It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. To the air, it's Allard. Gets rid of it. Trying to set up the screen. There he goes. He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the first half. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Looking to throw on first down. He wants it all. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. Unleashes to the end zone. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's going to wrap it up here in the first half. Stay tuned. Second half not too far away. The Nittany Lions will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Godfrey. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Guys, we'll see what this Warhawk offense can get done this time. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to...
And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Touchdown, Penn State! And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. UL Monroe has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Throws for the tight end. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the late in the third quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive. They've got to throw the...
Oh, they're faking it. Moves around to clear up the vision. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose.
Returners only get so many chances in a game, and you really want to maximize. You want to take it to the house. You want to make those big plays. But a lot of times you forget about that small detail of securing the football. He gave it up, but thank goodness he didn't turn it over.
Looking downfield, it's Allard. Lets it go to the end zone. Oh, what a play. It's intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And this guy showing off his hands again, understanding where the football's going. He breaks on the football so quick. And guess what? He makes plays when he breaks on it. That's 2 interceptions here through 3 quarters of a football game.
Guys, we'll see what this Warhawk offense can get done this time. This one feels as if it's starting to get away from them a little bit, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there's a lot of teams in college football at this point that would just quit. So, David, we're going to find out a lot about this team right here.
Yeah, just running out of opportunities. You give opportunities away like this, you're trailing. Every possession is going to be important from here on in.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. To the ground with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Finds his man. It's Evans. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. And the Warhawks getting set on first and 10. To the air on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Evans.
Slant routes. They're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage, too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
The Warhawks with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Under fire. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. You see his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
Ball spotted at the 27. It's first and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Tight end finds a soft spot. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
And the Warhawks trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And this offense hoped to just run it in, and the defense was having none of it. No gain. Ball remains at the 2.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking for a chunk play on second and short. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be third down.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football. You saw that there on the incompletion.
They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. Our final quarter is on deck, and it looks as if they are ready to go. A field goal does not top the list of most helpful things at this juncture, so they'll go for it on fourth down. Snap in the shotgun. Looking for the score. And is going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That fourth down, great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating a turnover on down.
Got enough for the first. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
That's a
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
The give and tick, 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 tick. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. The Nittany Lions trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Dropping back, it's Aller. He'll take the deep shot. Makes the grab on the right. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus. Some might have the philosophy to milk the clock. Others have this philosophy: just keep going at them.
Yeah, until you stop me. And I think the offense, you can tell, it's pretty clear. They're going to keep their foot on the gas, continuing to throw the football down the field, attack, make big plays like they have all game long.
Gets it out fast.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
They'll line up for a second down play. Power football with the run. Turning it on. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
Really been impressed by the balance we've seen from this offense so far in the game, but I think you got to give a lot of the credit to the running game because it's been able to freeze these defenses, help set up play action. They've been physical at the point of attack. I think that really has been the key force for this offense so far, having the success they've had.
Smith takes the handoff. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. And they take it in for 6 more points. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. UL Monroe has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
Leaves it with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to throw. It's Aller. Makes the catch. It's Singleton. Oh, he's got some space. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
Man, this just starts to hurt your pride, right? You're down by several scores. It's in the 4th quarter, and they keep making big plays. This is something where you just got to buck up. You got to do something about it. You got to find something down deep and go make a play so you can get the ball back and maybe get back in this game.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down, still trying to execute their offense, still trying to make big plays, and they've had a great day so far.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback, somebody has to have the pitch, and most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job.
And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Trying to escape and get it himself. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. Offense will use a timeout with 28 ticks remaining. The Warhawks come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Big play, takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47. Just outstanding execution, continuing to work his way back through the football.
Yeah, and everything about this route looks vertical. The comeback, it looks like it's a go. I'm thinking speed, and then he sets it down.
Grabs it inside the 15. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, the consolation prize, if you will.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive.
Penn State 42, ULM 14.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Allard. They're working that left side. At the 35, he's loose. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. Takes it into the end zone for the touchdown on the final play. The denouement. The epilogue. The finishing touch.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to Faroe Field in Columbia, Missouri, home of the Missouri Tigers. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on a team from the SEC, the Missouri Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Missouri about to kick off to lift the lid on this one. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Offense in the sumo set with the big boys. Gonna run it. It's Singleton. And that's the way they'll start, and they hope it gets better. No gain.
And just a great job by the defense being stout. All right, that's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's one-on-one. Stop the run first.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Might as well stick with him. Gets it past the marker. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. The whole Penn State legacy is built on toughness, getting it done on the ground, and they pick up a first down.
And you got to start there with the physicality, the ground game, getting that going. It's kind of a Northeast thing, right? Being tough, being physical, bringing that lunch pin.
After picking up a couple in 2nd and 8. They'll go to the ground. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
The Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. To the air, it's Allard. Catch in the middle, it's Allen. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
Hey guys, this running back's not just catching checkdowns or swing routes. You can get him vertically down the field and let him go to work, especially when you get man coverage. Take advantage.
They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The Nittany Lions are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
And the Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. Lost a throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. Breaks into the open. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
The Nittany Lions trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss. Nice job by this defense.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Penn State!
That's so frustrating for the opposing offense, too, because you're just salivating. You're just waiting for an opportunity to get on the field. The offense possessed it the entire first quarter and then capped it off with a touchdown. That was amazing.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Looking to throw on 1st down. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Looking for more room. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the 2nd quarter. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. First play of the period, 1st down here. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I like the idea on offense. You want to get this guy the football in as many ways as possible. So you throw him the screen quickly to see if he can make somebody miss. Doesn't work there, but that should not be the last time you run that play.
So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
And a quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and... Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Makes the grab on the shot. He was on his way. He could smell it. He gets it inside the 10. They stop him at the 9. 1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. They'll try to get it in with the run. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line.
Once you start getting closer to the end zone, you start bringing in more big bodies, right? They're going to run the football more. The field shrinks. I can run different coverages, but really nice job saying, that's fine. You bring in the big bodies. I'm going to toss the ball in the perimeter for a nice positive gain.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Bringing the heat. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Touchdown, Tiger. All that baby in and then
the second half when you're fighting to come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you can come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Give to the running back. Breaks the tackle. Got enough for the first. He's loose down the left side. At the 20. Touchdown, Penn State! He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Yeah, offensive line, give me a crack. I'll do the rest. How about the Jets? The speed. He just turns it on, going 70-plus to the house. What a huge play by the running back.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Johnson. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll start this drive with a pass. Finds his big tight end. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
The Tigers in a good spot here with second and short. Gets the back moving. They'll go up top on second and short. A strike downfield. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
And this setter downs gets started from the 33, first and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And you could tell the offense was trying to take a shot and really stress that safety. Sending one guy long, you better cover the deep ball, and then try to slip a guy right underneath it. Unsuccessfully, the quarterback's got to be a little bit better with that time.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Unloads to the right. Got his man. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. Missouri has it ready to go with another first down. Here's the handoff. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got to burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. Third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
Pressure coming. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Fires to the wideout. Throws into double coverage, and it's picked off. He goes out of bounds, but he creates the turnover and a great opportunity for his offense.
And what a great job by the defense that time. Cover one, man coverage, and did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage, you jam them, and it completely disrupts the quarterback.
There he goes. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. The sure hands. It's Coleman. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. On the run, it's Hardy. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. Rushes on him. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
That's a phenomenal job getting after the quarterback and getting a hit on him to affect his accuracy, because if they didn't get the pressure, that was going to be a touchdown. He had a guy wide open in the end zone. That was a golden opportunity, but the defense comes up big.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Working that left side now. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wide out trying to get it in. In with a hallelujah land. Touchdown Tigers.
And that was great execution on that drive. That is exactly what you needed. You took almost all of the time, and you cut into this lead. Now you're about to go into the half, get everybody excited, use that momentum to start the second half.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. Looking downfield, it's Allard. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
And it's funny, right before that play, I'm thinking to myself, I wonder if this offense is just going to play conservative here with the field position, the fact they haven't scored a ton of points so far in this game, just run the ball and take it into halftime. No, they're being aggressive, and not just that, they're taking deep shots way down the field.
The pressure on him, and the quarterback goes down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first half. And that'll do it here in the second quarter. Halftime has arrived, and we head to the studio. The Nittany Lions will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Mizzou has it back, and the offense coming out on the field. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing that you got to make sure you do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step one, Jesse, taking care of the football.
It just goes to show you how critical those mistakes are. Only 2 plays. That's really what separates this team from potentially having the lead. If they clean up the errors, they've got a chance to win this game.
Snagged in the middle, it's Johnson. He is not afraid to use that stiff arm as a weapon as he bangs his way to the 28. The Tigers really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Fires to the tight end. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient, fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
Looking to throw on 1st down. He's going for it all. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And this offense continues to struggle to get this guy the football. He's one of their best players. Coming into this game, they knew he was a big key, but they just haven't been able to link up. They try another shot down the field to no avail. That's a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard.
Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. Throwing the comeback looks like such a simple throw, but the timing is so important.
And as a quarterback, man, this is all about trusting your guy. You know exactly where he's going to sit it down. You anticipate it. You throw it. You know he's going to come back and make that play for you.
And the Tigers are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw again. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And they get a sack there from the linebacker position. There you have it. Linebacker U. This is Penn State defense as we know it. LeVar Arrington, Micah Parsons, Navarro Bowman, Sean Lee. Every year it seems like they're pumping another dude into the NFL, and this guy has a chance to be the next one.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Going to try to get it himself. And the 40, there he goes. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
With the catch, it's Hardy. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
The Tigers line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Sends it back in motion. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Grabbed in the middle, it's Hardy.
I love running the angle route, whether it's on 1st down, 2nd down, 3rd round. It's a really good route. It's a safe route. Just takes a little bit of timing over the middle of the field. But, hey, again, getting it to a playmaker in space, always winning.
Touchdown, Missouri! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the extra point was good, no incident there, and we are tied up in the 3rd. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25 The give to the tailback. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Leaves it with the running back. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. What a day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. The give is to Smith. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. The Nittany Lions come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Nittany Lions send out the punt unit. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines. Not his best work. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They evened things up the last time they had it, and the defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. Brings it down on the right side. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20.
And that has got to be a coverage bust on defense. There is no way the receiver should have been allowed to be that open deep down the field. Somebody on defense blew their assignment.
Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Not the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
They are really clicking along. 1st and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. Trying to punch it in. Touchdown, Tigers. They've got the lead here in the 4th. Follow the block. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. get physically beat at the point of attack, you know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Well, this running back has been the only guy, obviously, who's touched the ball these first two plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on third down expecting him to get the ball again.
And the Nittany Lions are at the line looking to convert on third and short. They'll try to drive ahead on third and short. Showing off the arms. Gets away from one, finds room. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
And that is such great execution by this offense. Third down and 2. They know you're running the football, but they were physical. Great job creating a little bit of space. Not only do you get the first down, you chew up a bunch more yards, too. Nice execution.
Hits him inside the 20, still going. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
Well, the offense is humming now, and you're seeing they can generate explosive plays in a variety of ways. They had the big run on the previous play. That time they're able to take a shot. Everything they're dialing up right now is working beautifully.
In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Oh, they're after him. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact.
I tell you what, coaches want you to do your best work late in the ball game. He did his best work. Great job taking off. Biggest run of the day after grinding this game out, makes it explosive. Now trying to put this game in a good situation.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game.
Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And great job executing. The offense did what they needed to do. You got somewhat of a decision here. Do you want to kick it, tie it up? I think you do with this time frame. 1 to 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter. You probably want to do that, but you could push the envelope. You could go for 2 and try to take the lead.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll move the tight end. From the gun, the running back has it. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. Fires to the right. Got him downfield. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
In a situation like this, it's all about confidence on offense, and having success early in the drive is paramount. And that's what you've seen. They've done a really good job here putting a few plays together. They've got some momentum. They've got to keep this thing up if they're going to go score.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game.
If I'm a QB coach, I'm grabbing my quarterback right away and be like, listen, we're going to get another opportunity. It's the fourth quarter. It's a tie game. Our defense is going to get a stop for us. You got to get your confidence back. You got to get back in this ball game. We're going to need you again down the road. You are not done.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Got his man downfield. Ball is loose. And they were lucky that fumble went out of bounds. They'll maintain possession.
When you start to get that offense going and start having success, you got to make sure when you get closer to the scoring range, I take care of that football. If you don't, coach is going to go, you on the sideline, you in the game.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Aller. Quick strike complete. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. The Nittany Lions can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go.
Timeout, Missouri.
And the field goal unit is on the field. It'll all be decided right here, win or lose on this kick.